All right, my name is Scott Winters. I've been racing since I was 8 years old, so I'll be 58 this year, so I'm going on 50 years of racing at some type. I've been racing the Grand American Modified cars since 1997, so about 28 years or so now. I've been with the Ferarri Kramer team since 2007, so we've raced together, about 15, 16, 17 years now. So enjoy it, have a great time racing.
And obviously this team works really, really hard. Beautiful race car. The trailer, you've got several championship stickers on there. Talk about what your experience has been like being able to work with this team for so long.
Oh yeah, it's been outstanding. You know, everyone on this team, from the owner, Wayne Ferarri, to Don Kramer, to Ron Osterero, to Ryan, Parker, and Jacob, and Randy. So we got a lot of guys that participate and just are very passionate about racing. We've been lucky. We've actually won a number of championships. We've won 3 championships here at Stockton 99 Speedway. We've won 2 championships, or actually 4 championships at All-American Speedway. We've won the California State Championship. So we've been fortunate to win quite a bit. We've won a lot of main events. I think as a team, we've gotten probably 130 or 140 main event wins. So we've raced a lot. We've had a lot of success. But like you say, it comes down to a strong team and guys really working hard and being passionate about what they do.
Now, speaking of championships, you are tied for the championship point lead with Calvin Hedgie. Talk about the races you guys have had this season and what it's been like to try and chase down yet another championship at the Stockton 99 Speedway.
Right. Yeah. No, it's it'll be fun going after it again this year. Like you said, the 48, Calvin won the first race, so he was really strong. We ran second to him. I think we have a really strong car, and you've got to be consistent, plus have the speed. And so we'll see as the season goes. I feel like we have a good shot at being able to repeat, but we've got to have solid finishes and you know, bring those wins home.
Now, one thing that fans might wonder is, wait, if Calvin won the first race, how are you tied for the points league? Well, that's where qualifying points come into the picture.
That's right.
How important is not only track position for qualifying, but also the points that you get by winning the pole?
Right. So the weekly series, to make the racing more interesting, they have the cars qualify. They give us a time for our best lap during either a qualifying session or what they mix up with a practice session. And then they invert the field on the start. So the person that sets the fast time generally starts further back than people that don't. And so they do reward people by running faster times because they end up starting further back, and so they compensate a little bit for that. That's how we're ended up tied right now.
Now, as you get ready for tonight's race, practice, qualifying coming up, what are you looking for out of this race car, and what's it going to take to get back into victory lane?
Yeah, so what we want is a car that obviously has speed, but also maintains that speed during our run, if it's going to be either 30 laps or 50 laps. And so you look for a good balance where the car's not too tight, that's where the front end slides, or too loose where the rear end slides. So you're trying to find a nice balance, and you have to compensate a little bit for the temperature right now. It's warmer out, but we'll race tonight when it cools off some, so you got to compensate for that a little bit. And I think that combination of a good balanced car plus having sufficient speed can propel us to a win tonight, I hope.
And last but certainly not least, you mentioned the team you've got underneath you. Who else do you want to thank tonight?
Well, let's see. Like I said, I talked about the team. I want to call out my wife and my 3 kids. They're big-time supporters and let me come out and race. So one, I want to give a call out to my wife Joyce and my 3 kids, Sierra, Carly, and Colby, and they'll be in the stands and rooting us on. But I want to go back to Wayne Ferarri. He's the leader of this, and he makes sure we have great equipment, we have all the tools we need, and just makes it a lot of fun for everyone.
All right, and then where can the race fans back at home find you and this team throughout the rest of the season?
So we're gonna run Stockton 99 for the points championship this year. So we'll be out here for the series of races that are scheduled. We're also going to be running Madera Speedway on a few selected nights. So those will be the 2 tracks that we're planning to run regularly, and we might pick up one here or there depending on how the schedule is.